What's poppin', yo? This is Dr. Green Thumb, aka Be Real, with some of my friends. This is the Los Meros listening chop session. I got my man Burner up in here. We put in a whole bunch of work and we asked our friends to come chop it up with us while we play some of the joints that they got on. You know what I'm saying? What's up, y'all?
What's up with it,
My God.
What it do? What's up?
What up, though?
All good? Okay, so we started everybody like this. What's everybody smoking? Everlast, you start.
I'm smoking the birthday jar you gave me, that Dolce.
All right. I like.
That's what I'm smoking on right now, man.
I like Dolce.
Cos, what you doing?
Man, I'm breaking down some of this Baccio 41 and these runts. Some of that terpy stuff, baby.
Word.
Yeah.
What you got blazing over there?
Exclusively cultivated from heavyweight heads, cream soda.
All right.
Oh, that's my favorite soda, too.
I like that.
Nice.
Baby Bash, my bro, my man, what you smoking on? Pop.
I'm smoking some, right now I got one of these Louis right now. I'm smoking one of these Louis right now, man. I ran out of the Dolce. I ran out of the Stiletto. I ran out of the cereal milk. Burner gave me some Big Apple that was good as a motherfucker, but I smoked it all. I'm down to the
Oh man, hey, we'll make you a flavor pack when you get home. Hennessy, what you touching over there?
I'm smoking on Girl Scout cookie and a little bit of Plum Loco.
Oh, nice. And I apologize because you should have went first, ladies first. My bad on that. All right. Polly Wally, what you smoking on?
Got a little bit of that satellite OG. Hello.
All right. Burnzelli, what you got popping over there?
You know, I had to brighten up my day. I'm smoking a little grenadine, man, for the flavor, for the palate. Yeah.
Okay. That's right.
I hear
That's
that.
right.
I'm smoking on some Holland space cake right now. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get up in orbit.
Yes.
Well, we do this shit here.
Right.
You know
Let it fly. Let it fly.
We just, like we did yesterday, because this is part 2. We had everybody from the first half of the album on yesterday. And, we just want to thank everybody for taking the time to chop it up with us while in quarantine and stuff like this. We would have loved to have had a session like this with everybody together, because you know how we do. We're all family. We all fucking burn it down and shit. But, we doing it the best way we can right now. So we appreciate y'all for taking the time.
Likewise,
Right.
man. Likewise.
Salute, family.
Yeah, blessings.
Honored to be online with some legends right now, man. You know?
I gotta
Same
say,
here.
Everybody that contributed something to this album, brought it down. They like totally smashed it. Everybody's verses, everybody's chorus, just everybody's presence, and those that were able to come to the studio, we was definitely on some vibe shit for real. Like when Trick came down, when Everlast came down, when Bash and Hennessy came down, and Cozmo.
Hey, what about when Usher came down?
Oh, when Usher came down.
What's wrong with Usher?
Oh, like that?
Yeah. Hey, listen. Hey, Burn did this strategically. Just it was amazing strategy, right? He comes into the studio and he sees the list of who's working where, and he sends a little flavor pack over to my man Usher, and homie comes. Hey, and to his credit, gentleman that he is, you know what I'm saying? People can say what the fuck they want, but my man came in here and he gave props to Burn and thanked him for those flavors. Not like a lot of ungrateful motherfuckers that would have got that bag and been like, whatever, all right.
Forget about it, bro.
But
Shout out to us, because I've done that to a lot of people. I've seen some big artists, I'm not gonna say their names, in the studios with us. I always send like an ounce over the best weed. He's one of the first like big artists that came through. I was like, oh shit, it's Usher. I've had a lot of fun to his music, let's say the least, when I was younger. So, he came through. I was a little starstruck, but shout out to Usher, man. Shit, he's a real
Usher, yeah.
we almost had him on the track. It was close.
He was ready.
Oh, man.
He got nervous. He got a little nervous. I think
Hey, because he probably smoked some of that shit.
That's what I was gonna say. He hit some of that panic until he hit the panic button.
that man was nervous, purpose.
Hey, and that all just happened because I remember Bash came in and we was doing that song with Bash that day, and you know, homeboy just popped in out of nowhere. That shit surprised the fuck out of all of us real quick.
That shit was hilarious, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, quick one check for the story. We got Everlast in the building. We got Trick, Paul Wall, Hennessy, myself, Be Real, Cozmo, Baby Bash. One check for the Los Meros listening session part 2. Yes, sir. Had to pop it off. This is too big. Quick.
Oh,
salute. Scary, bro.
Salud.
Hey, man, you know, I got much love for everybody up in here, man. Like I said, like we were saying yesterday, it was a family vibe, man, and I think that translates into the music because I mean, you know, this album was very easy to make. It was organic, and man, you know, we just threw names in the air, like, hey, man, I hear so and so on this. Oh, what about so and so on this? And we, you know, because we are a family, we were able to make that shit happen, and that's always one of the best things that can happen in music when artists come together like that. Because I remember a time where it was a bitch to get anybody to get on a track, no matter how much love you had for this motherfucker or how much you wanted to work with him. There was always the labels, managers, and everybody getting in the way of shit like this because maybe that's not so sexy for the label in terms of, you know, what this might do or what it might not do. And, you know, to know that we've built a community of homies that say, you know what, fuck all that. We're going to do this because this is the right shit. This is that shit. You know, that's awesome because I think any one of us here could have done a project individually and called on any one of us and we all would have showed up for it.
100%.
And that's
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you've worked to the point where you could put a project together just through your Rolodex and your phone with like A-list artists, bro, that's insane. You know what I'm saying?
For real shit.
That's crazy.
Real shit.
That should have cost somebody else you know what I mean? A life savings right there to put together an album like that, bro.
Ooh-wee.
Like, you ain't never heard the word no from me, dog. So I don't even think I was asked. I was told.
Say, yo,
Yeah.
we need you.
You gotta come through. Okay, I'm coming through.
We put up the weed signal, the bat signal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Hey, that shit was fun as fuck, man. That shit was fun as fuck, man. And I bogarted my way on twice. How you like that? How you like that?
Man.
Like, you know.
Killed it.
Hey, what you want to start with, Burn?
Let's go in the order. Let me pull up the track list real quick. Shout out to Stingy in the building. He tried to photo bomb in the background, but it's not going to work the whole session.
Glory.
Get out the way while I look at the track list.
No. Who we got in here?
Young Hammer.
We got Cozmo, Baby Bash.
All right, that's enough. Get out. All right, we're gonna start with Vision, number 7. Aleman's not here with us, but it's me, Hennessy, Be Real, Aleman from Mexico. Shout out to the homie. This record right here is hard.
That's right. Vision, because we got it like that. Here we go.
A little cold rum, I'm trying to smoke the pain away. My heart is so numb. I fuck the whole guns, I'm on the go run. I rolled the perfect joint, I better don't run. Better say I'm top dog. I move big weight. I got everything you need like a mixed plate. My chin a kilo and make my neck hurt. I'm only in a nightclub trying to network. I pay with old cash, you can tell it so. When I opened up the bag, you can smell the mold. I bury amps now, they kick me out the bank. I'm a fucking kingpin and in no higher rank. I want a spot in Manhattan just to stash my work. And I'm back to the fact, the rap don't work. It ain't no black card on me, but this backpack full. You should place a bet on Burn, cause that man can't lose. Yeah.
It don't matter where you came from, cause we know where we're headed. Wanna claim that we changed up, cause we stay with the vision, stay with the vision. It don't matter where you came from, Cause we know where we're heading. Wanna claim that we changed up. Cause we stay with the vision. Stay with the vision.
In the cipher, I need a lighter. You got the queen up your sleeve, please invite her. I can ignite her, I'm an igniter. I got the weed game soul piper. You wanna follow me, swallow all your pride, sir. No bitterness, smoke some apple cider. Johnny Appleseed, cultivation lifer. I'm a vibe paper roller, step aside, sir. I will provide ya a new experience. You're serious. Check my history, mysterious. You're curious. If you let me in, it's glorious. I promise this. You don't get me tricked. You don't get hypothesis. Flavor upon flavor, call me 31. Got your test back, man. Fuck another 31. Pretty ones coming out my room. Now you want some? Here it comes. You want the phenome? Never, son. Ever, son.
It don't matter where you came from, cause we know where we're heading. Wanna claim that we changed up, cause we stay with the vision, stay with the vision. It don't matter where you came from, cause we know where we're heading. Wanna claim that we changed up, cause we stay with the vision, stay with the vision.
Ahora fumo lo mejor, voy arriba de mi porch, rumbo a la casa de Soda Storch. Pa' mi mamá un cantón, pa' mi hermano medallón, pa' mi papá el carro que siempre soñó. Siempre he tenido la visión, me junto con puro campeón. Tú no te animas porque eres culón, en verdad que es un honor. Un saludo para el Señor, gracias por toda la escuela que me dio. Ahora el turno a mí me toca, la clica prendida en la troca. Traemos buena moto y no es poca, pues la cabecito con moca. Mami es un capo de la coca. Yo quiero fumar, mota, yo quiero fumar. Otro lado, todo el reto, Alemán en México, esa moda ya se prendió, mira cómo vuela al espacio.
It don't matter where you came from, cause we know where we're heading. Wanna claim that we changed up, cause we stay with the vision, stay with the vision. It don't matter where you came from, cause we know where we're heading. Wanna claim that we changed up, cause we stay with the vision, stay with the vision.
We stay with it.
Hey, Aleman came in at the perfect time too. That's my dog.
Hey,
Yeah.
what's up, bros? ¿Qué onda?
¿Dónde la mota?
Bro, bro, bro,
Hey.
bro, bro, bro.
That shit was tight, puto.
Hey, that is a great song, bro.
It's amazing, right?
Está bueno.
Bro,
Thanks.
Trax Rich did that beat.
Oh yeah.
shout out to Trax.
I felt psychedelic. I felt like I was in a lava lamp smoking hell weed like a gypsy.
That boy said lava lamp.
Shady Hookah Lounge.
Aleman, what you smoking out there in Mexico, brother?
I got the Mexican Kush. Yeah, but it's good.
He's got fire out there. He got fire out there.
Yeah, bro. Sure. This is my own weed. Hey, hi guys. Hi everybody.
How you doing?
OG Brown out there. The OG Brown.
Aleman, you got Baby Bash, Be Real, Cozmo, Hennessy, Everlast, Paul Wall, Trick in the building with you.
Bro, it's a pleasure for me being in this album, and it's like a dream come true for me, you know, because I live here in Mexico, so this is so biggest for my city, for my country.
Man, he did a show recently at a plaza in Mexico. A free show, had 150,000 people out there. Fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
sure, bro.
It didn't even look real, brother.
Thank you.
I gotta say salute to Hennessy because she fucking killed that chorus.
That shit was dope.
Okay. Oh yeah, that was right there, man. That shit had
Thank
vibe.
you. This means so much. You guys are so cool. The vibe is all family, and like that's all it feels. You guys, this is such a blessing to be here with you guys.
I remember when Hennessy was in the booth, Dave East was like, what's playing right now? Like, you know, she's in there singing. He's like, the girl that was in here chilling? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what the fuck? He's tripping. Dave Easton was off them vocals, man.
Thank you. It's so dope.
Yeah, super dope.
Dope, Hennessy.
You're the legends. This is dope.
Okay.
Yeah. Right when I heard the track, right when you played it for me and it had her chorus on it, I was like, this is that business right here.
Well, that one already had the chorus on it when you heard it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I came in the studio already lit from a smoke box, of course, because we were filming smoke boxes earlier in the day through that recording process and shit like that. And I was already baked, but like, you know, I came in and, you know, he already had that, you know, chorus rocking with Hennessy on it. I was like, tell me that's one of ours. That I know that's one of ours, right there.
Oh yeah.
And yeah.
And then I got the joint and I was lit too. Yeah, let's go.
We need a video for that, sure. Right?
We need one.
Oh yeah. We need a video for all of these motherfuckers right here, man.
Yeah. Make it a movie. Make it a movie. Make it a whole storyline for the whole album video. Every song is
A movie.
Yeah, that's been dope.
Movie, man.
A movie. I'm in.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
If we book the plane tickets now, they like $20.
I'll pitch in on it. I will bet.
Hey, you book the plane tickets now, they gonna be paying us.
We could fly private for like, you know, 2 G's right now.
Yeah.
2 G's. Let's do it. On me, cuz. Yeah.
Hey, I would imagine rent a tour bus right now is cheap as fuck.
Man. Ooh-wee.
But have a fleet of tour buses. Everybody got their own right now.
Right now.
I was talking to Wiz today, B. I was just talking to Wiz right now before we jumped on. He said, "Man, this is like tour with no show." So I ain't tripping off this. Tour, you sit there all day long. Same shit. Wake up with the same people, with the same shit on the bus.
Wait for the show. You know, it's like you know, acting. Hurry up and wait. They have you get there at 5 in the morning to do your shit.
Yeah.
They're gonna do it like 4 o'clock, but they need you there to wait. And our job is similar. You know, when we're on buses, sometimes we get to the venues at like fucking 4 in the morning, and we gotta wait and then get up and play like fucking, you know, 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock. It's playing a weight game. So we doing the same thing, you know, at home. So that's the one comfort is that we're at home playing this weight game. I can't imagine the motherfuckers that are still stuck somewhere else and they want to be home.
Man.
And you know, we're fortunate that we can be stuck.
I was just talking to my homie in Iran on FaceTime, bro. He's stuck. He's pushing his flight back.
Oh yeah.
And there's still kids in cages. Even and there's still kids in cages.
You said what?
Yeah, there's still shit people aren't talking about like that.
There's still kids in cages. While this is going on, there's still kids in cages.
Oh man, that's disgusting, bro.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Since this shit happened, a lot of the stuff everyone was talking about got real quiet because
A lot of
so
distraction. That's whack, man.
Yeah. I mean, you know, they didn't know how to handle that, and they most certainly don't know how to handle this. And it's like a big clusterfuck of bullshit right now. And you know, I think that's why people are looking for escapism through music, and you know, obviously Netflix is fucking rocking because they ain't trying to hear the news with all the bullshit. And then you know, the news ain't really telling everybody everything, you know, 100.
I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. At this point, nobody know what to believe, bro. It's like they feed you some bullshit. It's crazy.
Can you imagine that shit without this shit?
Man, thank you.
Man.
I don't know. Me huevo loco.
Yeah.
Nigga. No.
Motherfuckers going crazy.
I agree with Trick.
We're smoking crazy right now. Going through like
what?
2 days, dude. Shit's crazy.
Hey,
man, I got a personal building project, so I've been occupied between here and there. So it's just like every day to me. Go there, build, go to the studio because it's mine, private, not open to the public. Ain't nobody there. Disinfected like a motherfucker, corona free. Like it's my shit. It's like being at home.
Same here. I got
to dress up like an astronaut when you get in the fucking car, and then get some gas, and then you know get over there. Undressed, shower and shit.
Yeah, I mean, Everlast got the same get downs going on.
Yeah, I got a little Nashville style like private house studio, like one of my old houses. It used to be a grow house, honestly, until fucking went legal, and then the bottom fell out, so it wasn't worth it for me. I made it.
Hey, Everlast, I love that story on LA Originals, man. How y'all was cool with the LA Original movie on Netflix, man. How y'all was how that whole little program started with y'all.
Yeah.
Esteban, man. That shit was hard.
That was fun to watch. That was fun to watch.
That was
yeah,
dope.
my crew is LA official, so I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
that shit was awesome.
That shit was super legendary, man. Super.
I remember that album cover, the box when he was like a boxer and shit, dog. That shit was actually, I remember seeing that one time. I was like, man, that name stuck with me for the whole time because I'm a boxing fan and I knew it. Everlast boxing glove. I already knew that shit stuck with me too. That shit was hard. That was early.
Yeah, that was from the Syndicate days. I'm old.
hey, and salute to cartoonist Stevan and congratulations to them for the LA Originals. Everybody's talking about it. That shit is on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, go see it. All that shit while we chopping it up about some real shit. What you want to play them next, Big Burn?
Well, speaking of legendary, man, the next record is a life goal for me. So thank you, Everlast. You know what I mean?
Oh shit! Okay, I get to hear what I did. I forget.
You know, so
I know I like it though.
Just Breathe. And the way he got down in the studio was, you know, I haven't seen many people do that where they just sit there and then boom, just knocked it out. One take, Jake.
So I want to speak to that before we go in the song because there's a handful of rappers that do this shit and that are known for doing it. But what my man E does, he practiced the art of writing without writing. You know what I'm saying? You know, like writing in his head, memorizing it in his head, and then going and dropping it. Not one fucking pen or pencil hits a pad. It's all right here. He'll come up with it line for line, thinking about it for maybe 20, 30, 40 minutes, as long as it takes.
Sometimes 6 hours. Sometimes 6 hours. It happens.
And he'll come busted, never writing anything, all thought up there, memorized right there in that in the studio. And there's like rappers like Lil Wayne and Jay-Z and Big, you know, who had this particular style. And my man right here mastered that shit like nothing. So, you know, I just had to speak to that because, you know, that's a different gift as an MC, as an artist, as a writer, as a, you know, as an MC, period. And
the simplest way I can explain it, man,
is rap.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But
Go ahead.
Man, to be able to rap and play guitar at the same time, that shit is crazy.
How you do that shit, man? How you do that shit?
as far as like the rap, like it's because it's pictures to me. You know what I mean? Like when I'm rapping and shit, it's like almost like a photo album in a way. So it's easier for me to write like that than to write it on a pad. I write it and it gets two-dimensional and I start losing interest in it.
Yeah.
It's just a strange thing. It's not.
It gets kind of stiff. Like, yeah.
It's just alive in my head, whereas if I commit it to a two-dimensional form,
yeah,
it becomes something different. I do it with songs too. I never wrote down what it's like. Or any of that. Nothing. I look at it like little animals. I can either train it to stay around me and be mine, or it runs away and becomes somebody else's idea.
That's hard.
Muscle. It's a muscle.
Like
that particular thing, it's like a muscle. You know what I'm saying? That's the way the pattern is. That's how you get down. So like if you start doing it any other way, it'll disturb that pattern. You know what I mean? So that shit is a gift. I've done it 2 times in my career where I did it like that. One was Stoned is the Way of the Walk, and I can't remember the other one.
But it also comes from this shit of like when I first met you after that reggae fest, and you played me Cypress's album, and then Mug started playing beats, and we just started rhyming. You know what I mean? It was, you were doing it, you just weren't making it a song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We were just doing it at the house, at the party, hanging out, rapping. Oh, this beat is hot. I got something. Listen to this. And then that started freestyling, and unless you like one of these crazy savant motherfuckers like Supernatural.
Yeah.
It's little pieces of shit you got already, little gems you have already. Like, you know, I got this and that, and sometimes they weave together in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. It's
that's
still,
all that happens.
To me, that shit is a gift. All right, so let's get into it. Just breathe, right?
Yeah, just breathe.
Medicate. You know what I'm saying? Just breathe.
Money comes and it goes. Trust something I don't really get. It's a shame loyalty is something I don't really get. Backdoor deals. What happened to my cut? Made the intro for the homie, now we barely pick up. Damn, greed rules everything around me. Said it twice, now it's back to the war. Who got a better price? We fighting over lights. I'ma run my own gear. Don't forget, most of the shit you breathe with started here. We put him in the game, then he shitted on my name. It only took a few months. Yeah, the money made him change. I'm smoking candy rain. What? Really, you're surprised? Your smear campaign died off with the lies. They just hate to see me win. Take the Chevy for a spin. Fuck him and that new shit. It smell like trim. What I'm burning is a 10. Sticky bun with the Kim. Pheno number 27. I found the gem. Just breathe. Sometimes you gotta take a breath. Just breathe. Just breathe. You gotta take a step back. Just breathe. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just breathe.
When I'm all alone, I'm all inside of my head. Stressing over little shit, just a little bit, but it goes away. Nowadays they hate playing all the games the haters play. Rolling off my shoulders, may a bitch fall off today. Sling these arrows at you like a poem saying overlay. The darkest times are gone and hey, I'm preaching for a star this way. Try to bring me down and I can rise above it. That's how much I love it and I live it, never thinking nothing of it. As the flow of water going with the stream, it's the winning team. How could we be stopped? Flavor dropping, killing everything. So why the stress? No checkers, all chess. Making moves from the west and now you rocking with the best. It ain't a test, we the Cali Kings, raising Cali Queens, living Cali dreams, smoking to a Cali beam, lighted from the Valley Green, acres back, Cali meantime, we the only ones trying to go with everything.
Just breathe. Sometimes you gotta take a breath. Just breathe. Just breathe. You gotta take a step back. Just breathe. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe out.
Hey yo, I'm Soundboy Killer. I bet with you, sucker. And sing a country tune like I'm Darius Rucker. These kids don't wanna fight, they just buck up. Play like Suge Knight, reversing back the truck up. Sit down, shut the fuck up. This ain't open audition, and I ain't interested. You corny transition, Everlast transmission. No clearance, no permission. Pop the full weapon, Spidey Ford tripping. I rampage backstage, machines rage on. Cuban link that get on, bumping classic Raekwon. I'm old man strong, silverback calm, taking hits from the bomb. Don't get the crew wrong, we do daily shows, spit crazy flows. This pays me though, we get crazy though. Me be real and burner, you know we got the turn up. Prophet like Moses, just give me my roses.
Just breathe. Sometimes you gotta take a breath. Just breathe. Just breathe. You gotta take a step back. Just breathe. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just breathe.
On a motherfucking dog like Suge, man. Damn.
And reverse back the truck up.
Back to the truck up. That's the cold motherfucking line.
Shit.
All right there.
It's like visual shit that just crosses my brain and works out. You know, it's kind of sometimes it's meant to be funny, sometimes it's just ironic.
Use breathe.
Classic.
Sometimes it's just sometimes it's just all the weed you guys like pumped me full of as soon as I got there. You just weed. And rap's easy when you're that high.
That is true.
Dope beat. You know, it was fun. That was fun. I had a good time. I'm glad I did. I forgot what I did until you just played it for me. So
man, that shit is hard. Fuck. Shout out to Vidal and Cozmo on that beat right there. That beat is hard as fuck.
Yes, sir.
Cosmo from tight.
Man, I got something random to say. I think I just did some of the
Cosmo
most
make that
I've ever done. Was that?
That beat is from Cozmo?
Yeah, Cozmo. Yep.
Oh.
Me and my producer, Vidal Garcia, yeah, we work on a lot of stuff together on this album.
Oh,
Oh man, new kid I've been managing.
it's dope.
He's like family to me. Yeah, he's really dope, man.
So check this out. This is a random stoner thing. It's the tightest stoner shit I've ever done. So we did a pheno hunt. I got about 15 different jars of weed, and I wanted to taste it. And my boy is a savage. He hopped in the little propeller plane and flew it up here and dropped it off to my assistant. He just brought it to me. That's what I was smelling right now. I don't think it gets any harder than that. That motherfucker just lay real quick, just yanked up on me on the little propeller thing and dropped me off 15 new jars.
No
I gotta
way.
say, that's legendary stoner shit right there, man, for real.
Send them to Texas, man. Send them to Texas.
Leave a little bud in the bush for your boy down the street, man.
Send them to Texas, huh? Shit.
Easter egg hunt for your boy. At least some little Easter eggs in the bush for your boy, man.
Man, I'm so happy I got that shit, bro. That shit's crazy.
Wow.
That was a fun night.
Hey, whenever you go to a burner session or a Be Real session or a Be Real TV show thing, man, every time you walk in, it's guaranteed glorious weed. The weed is just glorious. Dog. It's like it's every time off top. I don't even smoke
Christmas.
when I get there, dog. It's glorious.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to bring.
Real talk.
Right now. We're blowing all the good shit for us right now.
We try to keep the nice aroma popping in there. But I'll tell you what, though, when Trick came down to the session and he brought that, he brought that shit, boy.
Orangutan.
That orangutan.
Oh,
Orangutan.
That orangutan we was smoking in the D, that shit was special.
Man, that shit was
Hey, send some of that to Texas.
Orangutan.
Burn was hoarding that bag.
Amazing.
I was being shady on the bus with the orangutan. We hit it from Teflon.
I already know. Once I come through, Detroit again, when this is all done, that's the
Oh my God.
first thing I gotta smoke when I'm down there.
Forget about it. It's a done deal. I got everything for you. Laid out, baby.
Hey,
hello.
B, next up, we got Prevail with Paul Wall. And when I first played this beat, what was Drew comparing it to? He said it was like some, the beat's trippy, but it's a dope ass beat. And right when I heard it, I'm like, legalize or die. Where's Paul Wall at?
Hey, look.
You bitch.
And I'll tell you what, the Paulie's bar work on that was ridiculous. You snapped on that. You snapped on that. I mean, you snap on everything, but you snapped on that.
Yes, man.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you, big homie. For sure.
I always idolized Paul, man, growing up. You know what I mean? And just watching him doing his thing, and it's so authentic, man. You know what I mean? It's like a good model for me to follow, man. You know what I mean?
One love. For sure, one love.
100%.
Hell yeah, man. Listen, you killed it. You know what I'm saying? So
that boy Paul is the nicest guy in the fucking world. Nicest guy in the fucking world. Dog.
I wish you could just drive that whip down here right now so we could play some of this new shit, man.
Hey, for real, man.
We're gonna be ready for you. When all this shit is over, we're gonna be ready for you with some flavors, Paulie.
I'm ready, man. Ready and waiting.
All right. Let's rock this one. Hold up. Here we go.
Paul Wahlberg.
On some summertime shit right here.
This the pheno hunt. We burn vibes, we don't breathe on blunts. I've been eating all month, I don't need no lunch. This is Bay in LA, California Kings. Keep exotic in our lungs, keep that blue dream. 2 zips to the fly, where the sweet tea at? Stiletto in the limoncello, we need that. We breathe that. Next level head stash, let me make memes. I sit back and watch the bread stack. Look, this year I'm on one. Play with me, I'm the wrong one. Let me show you how to keep the price up. Shit moves so quick, I put some more lights up. If you get the right cut, you can step your life up. Do the whole plan, hang, don't fuck the dry up. I'm a shot caller, homie, I don't keep the ice tucked. Came a long way from shipping on the road, 5 trucks. I want it all. Big home, money and cars. It feel good to be alive. California is ours. I want it all. Yeah, the money and fame. Burning be real. We running the game. I want it all. Plush life, plenty of ice. A little spot on the island for the kids and the wife. I want it all. Everything from seed to sale. It feel good to watch the team prevail. I want it all.
See it, you want it, you buy it. You see others with it and you say, I want to try it. In the higher got hit with the smoke charge. loudest on the floor, feeling so large. Now we in the Sofitel box session, it is hell. Front desk complaining about the weed smell. Oh well, burner roll another one. Focus on the good vibes, good lives matter less. Get it now, we can ride, feeling the vibe. Yeah, the weed life high on me, lie on me. Nothing gets by on me like Zion B. Hard in the paint, I'm something you ain't. Cannabis ain't. Look at the way fanatics try to have some restraint. It ain't easy with the strains popping off. Shout out to JBZ, had to run, never knew how to crawl. We on call, you don't know trick, we want it all.
I want it all. Big home, money, and cars. It feel good to be alive. California is ours. I want it all. Yeah, the money and fame. Burning be real. We running the game. I want it all. Plush light, plenty of ice. A little spot on the island for the kids and the wife. I want it all. Everything from seed to sale. It feel good to watch the team prevail. I want it all.
La-di-da-di-da, smoking on gelati. Atmosphere foggy, my blunt is Snoop Dogg. Hold your breath, kick in your chest like karate. Smoke empire, well distributed like guys. Life's good, why not celebrate it? Good vibes, smoking these vibes and getting faded. It's hard to be jealous, I'm just happy I made it. For the next level money, it take hard work and patience. Hey, I want it all, not just part. I treat the grind like a work of art. Every end's another start. We all getting that bread, it's like a team sport. I just want the meals, you can keep the plate, knife and fork. I got a jar of jet fuel, I'm about to roll it. Kill the competition, please send them my condolences. If you blazing on some trash, I get outspoken, beat the case. Now let's get back to the smoking, big homie, I want it all.
Big home, money, and cars. It feel good to be alive. California is ours. I want it all. Yeah, the money and fame. Burning be real. We running the game. I want it all. Plush light, plenty of ice. A little spot on the island for the kids and the wife. I want it all. Everything from seed to sale. It feel good to watch the team prevail. I want it all.
That's that shit right there.
I want it all, man. All of it. Not partial, not half, not some, not almost. I want all of it, man. Give it to me, man. Wow, man.
Oh, that's right.
Legends. Legends, man.
What it do?
Sorry.
I'm ready for the smoke out.
Too hard.
We beat the case, man. We beat the case, man.
We beat the case. Now we
We
back.
beat the case. We beat
Man,
the
when I
case.
seen y'all going through that, when I
Hey,
seen y'all
man.
going through that, I was miserable for y'all. That's bullshit, man.
I was spooky.
Man, I was pissing in the cup, man. They had me pissing in the cup in front of a motherfucker, man.
Hey, they try to give me and Baby Bash life, man. For real talk. They try to give us life. That's the stupidest shit ever, man.
I had to piss in the cup in front of a motherfucker, man.
Hey, he was. You up, man?
Hey, he ain't letting that go up.
Hey, Bash is looking at him like, you like what you see?
Yeah.
Talking about shake it,
Real
let me see
shit,
it's
though.
real. Shake it, show me it's real.
Y'all was really pioneering
month.
for the H-Town though, man. Y'all was putting on for Texas and the rules out there because it was helping be a part of shit that normalizes cannabis. So y'all was out there really legalizing the dime for real. You know what I mean? So shout out to Paul Wall and Baby Bash. They've been about that weed, man.
That's some real shit because y'all were soldiering right there, man. That's some soldier shit for the industry of cannabis and shit like that, because y'all are in a place that, you know, they're still trying to figure out how they get it into legislation, how they, you know, get it into function in the state. I mean, you know, Texas likes money and cannabis makes money, but you know, there's a lot of conservatives out there, so it's all about, you know, how they win those people over.
It's getting closer. It's getting closer.
But you know, y'all took one for the team, and I'm glad that, you know, it didn't go past just all that shit that y'all went through, man, because it could have been worse, and I'm glad it's not. You know what I'm saying? That y'all are right here with us, celebrating at home.
Hey,
this shit we did together. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I don't know if me or Bash told you, but in the evidence folder, they had pictures us with you, us with Burner, from all the smokeouts, hemp cons, all the blazing cups. That was their evidence. Like, legit, for real, that was their evidence they had against.
What's that called? What's that called? Guilty by association.
Hey man, do I look skinny in the picture or do I look fat, man? Tell me the truth, man. How I look in the picture?
Hey, they had both.
They had a skinny picture of you and a fat picture. They was trying to show a history, an evidential history of us doing it. Man, I'm like, man, that picture, we in California. How is that evidence? What are you talking about? That's California right there. That's Colorado. That's Seattle.
That's crazy, man. Hey, man, it just shows we been smoking buddies, man. Back up off us, man.
Yeah, for real.
Real talk, shit.
Hey, so the next record is The Vibe. I wish I could do right now, man. Baby Bash set the vibe on this record. You know what I mean? Shout out to Trick. He pulled up and blessed it as well. Song Midnight Flights. Right now, Las Vegas is empty. There's no one out there. The casinos are empty. There's some weird ghost shit going on, or the CEOs are doing blow and fucking prostitution. There's something's going on. But it's crazy to think that Las Vegas is empty.
I'm getting ready for Fight Island. I'm getting ready for Fight Island. That's gonna be the shit. The UFC Fight Island. Yeah. I'm trying to get me a spot on the plane.
Right. Dana White's getting an island for these cats to fight without, like, it's almost like blood sport.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 months they're gonna lease an island. It's Fight Island. He brings all the fighters in, they clear their tests and they're all healthy and they fight. They just fight for 2 months.
That's crazy.
That's fucking nuts.
For 2 months.
2 months. 2 3 months I think they leased the island.
You got time to get hurt, recover, and fight again.
Yeah.
It might be longer. Might be longer. You know what I mean?
I know they fucked up a lot of matches I wanted to watch. I wanted to watch that Khabib fight in Ferguson, man. They fucked that off, man.
Oh yeah, so many got fucked off, man. It's tough.
The entire world's getting fucked off right now.
You ain't lying.
Things are tough all around, Mike. But you know, let's get into what we wish we could be having right now. Midnight flights to wherever the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Las Vegas.
Come on, drop.
Man. Rolling down vibes. Yeah.
Destination elevation. Taking flight within the light, no hesitation. The fade's on in every team that I play on. Winning every time, it ain't the same song. Play along. Jet life going hard. We pushing like we never had it. Took a stab at it, we ain't bad at it. Some hate, we don't waste our time with them. It ain't nothing, we just flush them out the system. Nothing personal, it's in the DNA. Out to get it, for us no other way. And when the beat bangs, make your head sway. You taking one to the head, pray.
Catch a midnight flight to Las Vegas. When I touch down, I'm touching red with real players. Turn the game out with some brand new flavors. Zip a pound cake and a pack of vibe papers. Catch a midnight flight to Las Vegas. When I touch down, I'm touching red with real players. Turn the game out with some brand new flavors. Zip a pound cake and a pack of vibe papers.
Exhale, now I'm feeling like a new man. Airflow on point, joint 2 grams. Las Vegas nights, it's all a blur. Stepped out in the fresh leather coat with the fur. Smoking on my foreign pants covered in ash. Jeans fit a little tighter with all of this cash. I get dumb high, it busts my line every single time it run dry. Yeah, you ever brought a whole pound on the plane? Spent a month in Jamaica. Vibe was insane. I spent a month down Spain, Cali beating my lung. Running through a pack of vibes and I'm done.
Catch a midnight flight to Las Vegas. When I touch down, I'm touching red with real players. Turn the game out with some brand new flavors. Zip a pound cake and a pack of vibe papers. Catch a midnight flight to Las Vegas. When I touch down, I'm touching red with real players. Turn the game out with some brand new flavors. Zip a pound cake and a pack of vibe papers.
Zookeeper, I put gorillas with the orangutans. Same hood, so they bang the same. The way he bring that thing, the same way he came. Loud and obnoxious, nobody said a word. They said they smell like something else, look like they got them birds. I get money with them killers, do business with nerds. Shit, fuck you mean, nigga? I make the sun shine where I'm from for the team, nigga. Brother, the nightmare's over, we in the dream, nigga. Look at us living this life off of this weed, nigga. I would have never thought. Fuck, it is what it is. They say money don't grow on trees.
Las Vegas. When I touch down, I'm touching bread with real players. Turn the game out with some brand new flavors. Zip a pound cake and a pack of wild paper. Catch a midnight like the Las Vegas. When I touch down, I'm touching bread with real players. Turn the game out with some brand new flavors. Zip a pound cake and a pack of wild paper.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta tell you, my man Trick spit them fire bars at the end right there.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Making money
good
off the
weed,
weed.
good company. Good weed, good company do for you right quick. Just
That boy said do business with the
How
nerve.
many days? Like
Okay.
how quick did this record really get made? How many like days, literally?
The album, like I think like a total like 7 days.
Yeah,
so
It's a good record for being made 7 fucking days. This is a really good record. You know what I mean?
we did
I
like
can't wait to get it. Shit.
we did like 2 songs, 3 songs a day.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like
Yeah.
you know, he would
Yeah.
start early and he
Well,
would
that's what I'm saying. The day I was there, I think y'all might have done 4 or 5.
Yeah, we was grinding.
Yeah.
hey, get it done. Shit.
No, the thing is we don't scrutinize our songs.
Don't overthink it, for sure.
Yeah,
Just go.
that's one thing I learned, man. Don't overthink what you do. I've seen some artists go in there and make like 1,000 songs and struggle out picking them. I can't make 1,000 songs because if I make 1,000 songs, I got to make like enough albums to put that out. Everything I make, I put out. But that's just, you know, I treat it each album like a experience. It's like a journal. It's practice too. I'm still learning and getting better. You know what I mean? So.
And I think these days too, you could go with your gut. Like before, when you're on like a major label and all that shit that, you know,
Yeah.
10, 20 years ago, whatever, there was a process you had to go through, and it wasn't about like the way the artist felt and shit like that. These days, you know, independent artists, they can do what the fuck they want and sort of go with their gut and take the risk and shit like that, as opposed to, you know, making an album designed to get radio play, designed to be marketed this or that way, whatever. You know, y'all know how it goes because y'all been a part of that game.
And that major label was hilarious. Now that I think about it, dog, I look back, I said, man, that major label was hilarious. That's a cool piece.
They'll fuck with your confidence, man. They'll tell you that something that you made is dope, but it's your artist, not dope. Like,
It's all goofball. Yeah, it's a bunch of goofy motherfuckers that want to be cool, man, but it's hilarious as fuck to me, dog, how they connect and how they work, dog. And then you wonder why all the staff is just goofy, corny, dorky, because that's what they hire. They're gonna hire, and it's sometimes it's they don't get it. They don't get the flavor, or they don't understand what's going on. They just want to be cool. They're trying to be cool too. Like hell, A&R people, they want to be stars too, man. But they didn't have A&R people. They still trying to be cool. They gonna spend your money off your budget. Nigga, do you know I had a motherfucking A&R guy staying in a penthouse suite on my shit, dog? On my, I was like, man, what's his 12 G's from? Oh man, Larry had a suite in Miami. I was like, what? On my shit? That should be crazy.
Larry need to go to Motel 6.
Man, I'm over there at the Hampton.
You know, that's the whole shit. Is that, you know, before you had to wait for approval on dropping a record, if you were signed to a label, let's say, you had to wait for approval. It had to be in the timeline they want, and you know they might pick another song instead of what you might want. And hey, they may know better than you on what they can market to all these radio stations. But in this day and time right here, you don't need all that shit. People fuck with what they fuck with, and you ain't got to wait. You can go on your time, and I think that's the beauty of what we do, is that we go in there and we trust what we've done in that time that makes up the album, and I think that's why it goes so fast. And then the vibe, and you know everybody's contributing, so it's not like one person writing all those fucking songs. That would be a bitch. But because we're bouncing ideas back and forth, and you know, family like y'all come in and contribute with choruses or verses, it just makes it that much fucking easier. And that's also attributed to why we work so fast, because We got motherfuckers like y'all coming in on some pro shit, knocking it out like that.
Everything fell in place. Like Aleman was in Cali. He hit me just to stop by and smoke with me. He told me I pulled up a beat. He put it on real quick. Same with Trick. Trick was in Cali. Paul was here, texting about something else. Boom, send him something. Bash was there with us.
Yeah, the weed
Last
dope.
we heard on that beat, you called him. It just all works so fast because of our network. So it's dope when you
Yeah,
know
bro.
That universal frequency, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Universal energy is real, man. You know, you working towards something, everybody working towards a common goal, things just start falling in place. Beautiful, man.
I think it's one of the last things I have done since all this bullshit started was being at the studio with y'all.
Yeah, nah,
Seriously.
me too. It's like right when I left the studio and came back here, I mean, I was supposed to go get married, but that got canceled. And that was the last thing I did was do
Yeah.
this album.
I think that was my last recording too. Whatever we did in the studio, that week, that was the last time I hit a studio. I mean, fortunately, the album I got coming out, I recorded, you know, like months back. So, you know, I got that on deck. But yeah, you know, like that was the last shit that I recorded up to that point. So it's crazy. But I mean, you know, fortunately, some of us got studios and little shit that we can still work with, you know, while all this shit is down, you know.
Yeah, speaking of Bash, I got you on that lung check, and right when we're done with this, I'm about to pull that up.
Lung check, motherfucker.
Yeah, we gonna
Put
fuck
that
it
lung check. Hey, G, lung check in
the
your
Dolce
life.
and Stiletto. And the Dolce and Stiletto. I still got that. I still got to fuck with that. I got to write that.
Lung check record.
What we going with next, Papa?
Man, you know, I think
check, homie.
let me check right now. The next one we're gonna do is Island Vibes with Cozmo and Everlast. Shout out to my brother Cozmo. You know, not only is he a dope ass producer, but he's been one of my favorite artists for a long time. We slid him the record. He did a sing to it. Everlast was there. He did a sing to it as well. So it's a good vibe. Right?
I think I stole the whole hook from one of your Instagram posts though. Like when you were in Hawaii. I think you had a caption on one of them or something that said Big Island Vibe. I was so high. I was just like, all right, let me see what you were also rapping about some other shit. So
that's definitely the life goal right there, to get a compound in Hawaii that we can all just fuck around at, have the personal chef, have the weed flowing to me on the private jet so we can all blaze when everyone's there. That's the goal right there.
100%, man. It's an honor to be a part of that record with you guys, man. That's a life goal, you know what I'm saying? That's a life goal for real, bro. Like,
come on.
I'm from that era, man, where that shit, you know what I mean? You guys really paved the way. Like, it wasn't really even, you know, cool to be smoking weed and hip hop until these guys came in. You know what I'm saying? Like, just real forefathers. You know? Like, I remember being in the room with a chick and my dad come busting down the door and I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? And he's bringing me the Cypress Hill tape. You know what I'm saying? True story. True story. I was like 13 when that shit came out. You know what I'm saying? So,
crazy. Many years ago,
to
man.
be involved with things like this, to be a part of records like this, and just to even be in the chat with you, bro, that shit is surreal. You know?
Hell yeah.
For real.
Same to me, bro. Same to me.
For real, for real. Like, if you would have told me this then, like, no way, bro. You know what I mean? Coming from where I came from, just being a kid, a fan, you know.
Why you look like you're in witness protection though right now, dude?
No. My lighting fucked up.
Yeah, it was a little dark. You was a little dark right now.
I'm in my all white room, man.
Me? Am I just high?
Nah, I'm in the padded room.
my boy. That's hilarious.
Nah, definitely not. Thank God.
Man, I just found out that Paul Wall's got a background because I've been tripping like, yo, he's like ghost.
I kind of thought it looked like a background.
He's been having that shit.
Hold on, I got another one. For y'all.
I thought he was out there. Oh shit. Man, I thought he was just sitting out there by the whip. No.
I thought he had an angle. I thought he had an angle on a tree or something.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I'm gonna rock this joint right here, y'all.
Come on.
Let's go.
All right.
Lay back, hit the playback in the main back on the swing.
Whoa. What just infiltrated my shit? Hold on, what's that? Rewind. Here we go.
Rack stacks in my backpack. Lay back, hit the playback in the main back on the sway track. Stacks in my backpack. Louis V shoulder strap, Drake like a boss figure. Nina Ross trigger by Jesse James boss hitter. Mama never raised a quitter. I run gold, you run glitter. Hit the words from the transmitter. I got a fat one bird and you're a babysitter. Here's the light. Green thumb air, now you're taking flight above the clouds. It's getting loud up here. We uplift the crowd. I know our mothers be looking down, feeling proud. Lived to a dream, don't wake me up. I'm on the fifth joint, homie, now I'm waking up.
If it ain't about money, then I don't get involved. You can check my stats, homie, I did it all. It's like I could see my future through a crystal ball. Having nightmares of tombstones and prison walls. If it ain't about money, then I don't get involved. Whether legal or illegal, I'ma flip it all. It's like I could see my life through a crystal ball. Having nightmares of tombstones and prison walls.
Trying to ride my own wave. I miss the old days. I pulled the old school out and some pre-roll J's. They said that crime don't pay. They got your boys set. A few things in life I regret. Picture frames full of pain. I miss that face. Life's a marathon. I'm trying to win that race. Tahitian limes in the bottle and it's ice cold. I'm talking numbers on the yacht. Keep the price low. Gary Payton in the rice vibe. That's the right high. I'm trying to soak the time up, but it fly by quick. All the drama, I don't get involved. I'm having nightmares of tombstones and prison walls.
If it ain't about money, then I don't get involved. You can check my stats, homie, I did it all. It's like I could see my future through a crystal ball. Having nightmares of tombstones and prison walls. If it ain't about money, then I don't get involved. Whether legal or illegal, I'ma flip it all. It's like I could see my life through a crystal ball. Having nightmares of tombstones and prison walls.
100 pack, don't look back till it's all gone. I remember it was days I couldn't call home. Money running out, time passing by. Formulating, praying that my dreams magnify. Looking back on my past, so many broken ties. That's the reason nowadays I don't socialize. You gotta play the game sharp with open eyes. Cats will show you love, but hope you die. No lies, a struggle to get on. The reality is they only love you when you gone. So till I'm 100 mil strong, phone off till I can call and tell my mama that we on. Growing up, I was attracted to crime, but always knew I'd be something in the back of my mind. I hit the lab and make songs with a passionate vibe. My grind immaculate, God's plan with accurate time.
Different faces, different tribes, different strains, different lives. Trying to do more than survive. Chasing these big island vibes. Different faces, different tribes, different strains, different lives. Trying to do more than survive. Chasing these big island vibes.
Yeah, I'm talking about big crib on the island, chilling. A little piece of quiet. Los Meros. Big shot. Yeah, boogers on my watch, though. Be real, salute. Got a bag so crazy. Got a bag so crazy, I'm high. Big island vibe. Let's go stand up.
If it ain't about money, then I don't get involved. You can check my stats, homie, I did it all. It's like I could see my future through a crystal ball. Having nightmares of tombstones and prison walls. If it ain't about money, then I don't get involved. Whether legal or illegal, I'ma flip it all. It's like I could see my life through a crystal ball. Having nightmares of tombstones and prison walls.
Woo! Fire!
Fire.
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 The vibe.
Big vibes. Cause who was on that beat?
Fire.
Being beat out.
That beat is fire, bro. I love the beat.
Being beat out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
shout out to Paul Wall's background right now, man. My boy is killing him with the background game, man.
Yeah,
Burn
man.
it.
Yeah, man. Burn it 2020, man.
That's fire.
But this is dope. Like that studio session at Conway was like, it's almost like therapy, bro. Going there, having all the different weed, having people stop by, sending records, and having people sending vocals back. It's just, it was a nice situation. This album is going to do a lot for people just in general. Like there's a lot of music on this album that people need right now. Not just because it's dope music, but just the vibes of it. Like that record right there was a whole different vibe. Like
yeah, it's a vibe.
It's special. You know what I mean? So appreciate y'all motherfuckers for fucking with us on this album for sure.
Man, likewise, man.
I know when Aleman came through, he had a flight to catch. He only had extra time. I seen managers look at us like, motherfucker, this ain't the right time. I was like, come on, man, you got it. Come on.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
I was coming in the studio right when he was leaving. I think he had just dropped his right.
Hey, I'm recording my verse like in an hour. Like
now you do like in
quickly.
I think from top to bottom, like it was like 40 minutes because I was watching the clock too. I was afraid he wasn't gonna be able to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, have y'all ever missed a flight?
Was that?
Have y'all ever missed a flight though? You had a man, have you rushing to the flight? Like,
I'm too paranoid to miss a flight. I'm there too early all the time.
B, you really ever missed a flight?
No, I missed a couple. I missed.
I missed a bunch of them motherfuckers, cuz.
I'm known to miss a flight or two, man. I'm known to miss a flight or two, man. Hey, I try to get there 1 hour exactly. I try to tell them the traffic fucked it up.
3 out of 10 flights.
3 out of 10. That's not bad.
3 out of 10.
I mean,
especially when I'm in Las Vegas. Especially when I'm in Las Vegas. I can't catch that motherfucker for nothing.
Man, I might not be taking no flights anytime soon. I'm gonna hop on that cookie bus and slide like John Madden, man.
Hey.
It's a good time to invest in buses.
Invest in sanitizer.
The gas industry is back on.
Oh yeah, gas is back on.
Oh yeah. Hey man, we want to thank everybody for taking the time to chop it up with us about the album and listen to the joints and you know, just feel connected in this time where we're all, you know, pretty much in place and all that, man. And everybody did some amazing work on this shit.
And this is a good mental break. This is a good mental break too. Like I'm sitting here looking at my phone. I got 41 text messages in the hour that we did this, but fuck that phone. I need to step away from that and chill with the homies. I'm actually hanging with the homies right now. That's what's dope.
That's right, cuz. Smoke gang.
Yeah, thanks for letting me hang with the homies too, guys. I appreciate all of you a lot.
Likewise.
If anyone else needs me on anything, man, I'm turning the studio on today, so send her on over, man.
Let's go, dude. That's all I do, guys. You gotta stay creating. I sit here and just make songs every fucking day. Let's go.
Hey, so are y'all doing a 420? Are y'all doing a 420? I'm gonna do a little 420 so man, so I might talk you one time for about 1-2 minutes.
Hit me.
It's loaded the whole day.
Hey, anybody who needs me, reach out to whoever knows me in the group. You know, whoever knows me, anybody in this group needs to holler at me, get at me, all right?
Hey, man, it would be an honor. I definitely want to catch.
I'm still not even sure that is Cozmo. Is that Cozmo, man, or what, man?
Are you all right? Cozmo, are you all right?
Is that really Cozmo?
Someone stole Cos.
Question mark on his face. Where's Cozmo?
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
My lighting was all fucked up, man.
There you go. There you go.
In the beginning, I said, "Is my lighting fucked up?"
There you go.
Motherfuckers back like he was on an episode of like Gangsters.
You know? At least you know if you're out with Everlast and you got a booger, he gonna tell you. He ain't gonna let you.
I'm gonna tell you if you got some shit to pee. If your breath stinks, I'm gonna let you know because I expect likewise.
A real player, a hater will let you have it. A hater will let you walk around with it, but a player will tell you knock that down.
Hey, last thing too, we're gonna be working on Hennessy's album after his album tonight. She got a dope ass album coming out. She's got an incredible voice. She on some different style vibes. She covers it all. So I'm gonna share her contact with y'all. If y'all need her on something, trust me, she got it.
Likewise.
Hey,
Dude.
Word up.
We need to get on the legalizers.
Hey,
we need to
before
get all y'all on the legalizers. For real, man.
Word up. Hey, so thank everybody, man. We want, say peace to this, enjoy this shit, watch it front to back, and Los Meros, cop it. It's in stores right now.
Yes, sir.
They thought the burner was burned, but your boy on point and alert. Yeah, your bitch look cute, but I had her first. I seen them crying online, dying of thirst. Yeah, your shot been slow, I'm sure that it hurt. B, what's some numbers down at Silmar?